Good evening, and welcome to your AIDailyPress evening podcast for July 17, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. First, in Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky's decision to dismiss Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov has sparked widespread protests and a deepening political crisis. The move comes amidst allegations of a bitter row between Fedorov and Ukraine's top general, with the ousted minister accusing the general of splitting the country. As international leaders watch closely, concerns are being raised about the potential implications for Ukraine's stability and its relationships with Western allies. In related news, French President Emmanuel Macron is set to meet with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz to discuss a new defense dynamic for Europe, focusing on joint projects involving the defense industries of both countries. Meanwhile, the conflict between the United States and Iran has intensified, with the U.S. conducting strikes against key Iranian infrastructure, including airports, bridges, and railway stations. The attacks targeted dozens of Iranian military targets and caused significant damage to key infrastructure. The escalation of tensions between the U.S. and Iran has raised concerns about the impact on global oil markets and the potential for further conflict in the region. Finally, in the United States, President Trump has reiterated his claims that voting machines are vulnerable and easily compromised, citing declassified documents related to a company primarily not used in the United States. However, experts assert that voting machines in the U.S. are subject to intense controls, making them difficult to compromise due to their lack of internet connection and the presence of paper ballots or receipts for auditing purposes. As these stories continue to unfold, we urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and work towards peaceful resolutions. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, we have the ongoing Ebola outbreak in Congo and neighboring Uganda, with over 2,000 cases reported. The U.S. has introduced a new policy requiring American citizens returning from the affected areas to spend 3 weeks in a third country before entering the United States. This move has raised concerns about logistics and ethics. In international relations, Beijing has denied allegations made by President Donald Trump regarding Chinese interference in U.S. elections. China's foreign ministry spokesperson emphasized that China has no interest in the U.S. election and urged the U.S. to reflect on its own conduct. The timing of these claims is significant, coming just 2 months after President Trump visited Beijing for a summit meeting with his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping. Lastly, we're seeing a critical gathering of international leaders to discuss the growing concern of left-wing extremism. The conference aims to address what they describe as a significant threat to global security and democratic values. While some critics argue that the administration's stance conflates democratic socialism with communism, others emphasize the need to combat extremism across the political spectrum. As we continue to monitor these situations, it's essential to approach them with a critical eye and consider the potential implications for global relations. We will provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. This evening, we're covering key developments in the semiconductor and fintech sectors. Applied Materials CEO Gary Dickerson has highlighted a shift in narrative regarding investments in AI-related semiconductor technology, with customers supporting forecasts of equipment demand for several years ahead. This has led to a surge in semiconductor equipment stocks. Meanwhile, PayPal's stock price has jumped following reports of a potential $53 billion buyout by Stripe and Advent International. However, PayPal's board is reportedly hesitant due to the proposed valuation being only a fraction of its pandemic high. As we navigate these complex market conditions, investors are advised to remain vigilant, considering both economic downturns and sector resilience. With central banks weighing their next moves, upcoming policy meetings and economic releases will be crucial in determining global market trajectories. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. As we gaze up at the starry night sky, we're reminded of the vast mysteries that await us in the cosmos. Tonight, we'll be exploring 3 groundbreaking discoveries that have shed new light on our understanding of the universe. Firstly, astronomers have detected a stellar mass black hole in the Omega Centauri cluster, located approximately 16,000 light-years away from Earth. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of black hole formation and evolution, as well as the dynamics of star clusters. The black hole, named Omega Cat BH1, is estimated to have a mass of around 4.5 solar masses and is orbiting a visible star with a period of about 10 years. In another exciting development, China has successfully demonstrated its Long March 10B booster recovery system, which uses a maritime net to catch returning rockets. This innovative approach challenges SpaceX's current dominance in reusable rocket technology and may drive further innovations in the field. As the space industry continues to evolve, efficiency, safety, and cost-effectiveness will be crucial factors in determining leadership. Lastly, astronomers using NASA's James Webb Space Telescope have identified a new planet, dubbed Beta Pictoris d, in the Beta Pictoris system. This discovery sheds light on the complex dynamics of planetary formation and evolution, adding a third giant world to the Beta Pictoris system. The James Webb Space Telescope has once again proven itself to be a powerful tool in the pursuit of astronomical discovery, inspiring future generations of scientists and astronomers to continue pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. As we reflect on these discoveries, we are reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the universe. From the mysteries of black holes to the wonders of planetary formation, there's still so much to explore and learn. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the latest developments in science and technology, and remember, the universe is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. As we delve into the realm of athletic competition, we find ourselves at a crossroads where pivotal matches and resolutions will shape the future of various leagues and tournaments. The Open, currently underway, promises to deliver thrilling golf action, while the highly anticipated World Cup final between Spain and an unspecified opponent is on everyone's radar. In other news, LeBron James's potential move and the NBA's decision not to punish Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro for their altercation have dominated basketball headlines. The UFC Fight Night main event, featuring Kamaru Usman and Dricus du Plessis, is also set to take center stage on Saturday. Meanwhile, updates on notable injuries in NFL training camps and the latest developments in college basketball's recruiting landscape are being closely monitored by fans and analysts alike. As we reflect on the sports season coming to a close, it's time to recognize the talented athletes who have made Livingston County proud. The Male Athlete of the Year award has been recognizing outstanding achievement in high school sports since its inception, with notable winners like Adam Kuhn, Drew Henson, and Reese Potter setting the standard for future generations. In a shocking turn of events, the Miami Heat have emerged as a top contender to sign NBA legend LeBron James, sparking speculation about a potential super team in South Beach. With several other teams also vying for James's attention, the coming days will be crucial in determining the future of the NBA. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and I'll continue to bring you the latest updates and analysis on the sports world. Tell it like it is. The drama of athletic competition is unfolding before our eyes, and we are honored to be your guide through it all. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Carroll.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, a recent study published in the journal PLOS Water has found that the roadless rule, which protects national forests from road construction and timber harvest, supports the drinking water supply for 25 million Americans and offers critical protection of wildlife habitat. However, the current administration's consideration to rescind this rule has sparked widespread concern among environmentalists and scientists who argue that it would have devastating consequences for our ecosystems and natural heritage. In another part of the world, in the Philippines, a concerning development has been reported. Human-bred hybrid fish, known as flower-horned cichlids, have escaped from breeding facilities and established wild populations in Lake Sampaloc, posing significant threats to native biodiversity, including the endangered ayungin or silver perch. This incident highlights the broader problem of biodiversity loss worldwide due to the release of species outside their natural ranges, exacerbated by climate change. On a more positive note, a remarkable example of cross-border collaboration and environmental stewardship is underway along the U.S.-Mexico border. Researchers and ranchers are working together to restore degraded landscapes using ancient rock structures known as trincheras, which were first used by indigenous communities over 1,000 years ago. This innovative approach has already shown promising results, with native vegetation beginning to flourish and wildlife returning to areas that were previously barren. These stories remind us of the importance of prioritizing environmental conservation and the need for collaborative approaches to address the complex challenges we face. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Good evening, darlings. Let's dive into the latest scoop. First up, the Nordstrom anniversary sale is in full swing, and I'm obsessed with Jo Malone London's offerings. With discounts of up to 50% off, you can snag their divine scents like English pear and freesia, or wood sage and sea salt. Trust me, darling, your nose will thank you. Next, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey has hit theaters, and it's a game changer. This epic retelling of the classical Greek myth boasts an all-star cast, including Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and Anne Hathaway. With a projected opening of $80 million to $100 million domestically and a 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, this film is poised to make waves at the box office. And can we talk about Zendaya and Tom Holland? The adorable couple was spotted on a romantic date night in New York City just hours before their film's premiere. They looked absolutely stunning, with Zendaya rocking a plunging black Elisab dress and Tom keeping it casual yet chic. Although they don't share scenes in The Odyssey, fans can look forward to seeing them together again soon in Spider-Man Brand New Day. With their undeniable chemistry and talent, this power couple is taking the entertainment industry by storm. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we're heading to Brazil, where the Brazilian Institute for Nature Conservation has launched an initiative to protect shark species in Ilha Grande Bay. This project aims to identify and preserve critical habitats for threatened shark populations, including nurseries, and educate local communities about the importance of sharks in the ocean ecosystem. Next, we're embarking on a journey to the enchanting Bichagos archipelago off the coast of Guinea-Bissau in West Africa. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to an astonishing array of marine life, including hundreds of species of birds, manatees, dolphins, and tens of thousands of sea turtles. We're exploring the fascinating world of green sea turtles and the crucial conservation efforts needed to protect this vulnerable species. Lastly, we're visiting Spain, where a heartwarming and innovative approach to wildfire prevention has been implemented. The Donkey Fire Brigade is using gentle creatures to graze in fire-prone areas, effectively reducing the risk of devastating wildfires. This low-tech approach has proven to be remarkably successful and environmentally friendly, making it an attractive solution for areas prone to wildfires. These stories showcase the power of creative problem-solving and the importance of preserving our natural habitats. As we continue to face the challenges of climate change and environmental degradation, it's inspiring to see such innovative solutions being implemented. Join us as we delve deeper into these remarkable tales and explore the wonders that await us in our planet's most incredible ecosystems. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.